Hi guys, this is Adam from the Dipsy Dudes, and I've managed to get my hands on Mad Max for the Xbox One. Now, nobody's talking about this game, there's no reviews out there, there's no word of mouth, nothing's happening. So, with the game coming out on Tuesday, I've managed to knock together a quick review. Here it is, I hope you enjoy. So here we have it, we have Mad Max on the Xbox One, and it's the game that nobody is talking about. Which is crazy to me, because this game is coming out in just a couple of days and there's been no word of mouth. WB aren't talking about it, Avalanche don't seem to be talking about it, and I don't know if they've sort of realised too late that Metal Gear Solid 5 is coming out on the same day, but in my opinion they should be talking about this game. This is an excellent game, and a lot of people have said, is this game going to be this year's Shadow of Mordor? And to be honest, I think it could be. It's kind of the low-key, open-world, third-person adventure game, and it's got a lot of the same qualities that Shadow of Mordor had. It's got pretty much the same combat system, which is the standard sort of Arkham combat, but it works, and it works well. You know, if it's not broke, don't fix it. But whereas Shadow of Mordor had the unique element of the Nemesis system, which was a fantastic new feature for this generation, Mad Max doesn't use that, but it replaces it with a system where you have to upgrade Max's car. Now, I'm leaning a bit towards spoilers now, so I'm going to stop there and I'm going to start in a more natural place for a review, and I'm going to talk about the graphics. I mean, look at them. You can see them, they look amazing. This game is arguably the best looking game that Avalanche have made so far. It's a wonderful open world, and it's reminiscent actually. I remember the first time you're given control of Max and you set foot on the wasteland. It's kind of got a little bit of that Fallout feeling to it, where you're presented with the wasteland and look out over a wide horizon of just this big, wide, open, nuclear wasteland, which is equally deadly and beautiful at the same time. And you can see the sun on the horizon, and it looks gorgeous. The vehicles look great. You've got some nice particle effects there when the cars are driving along and they're kicking up sand or dirt or whatever underneath. The animations for the fighting, as you can see here now, look amazing when you're punching people and they go down like sacks of shit. It's great. The game looks excellent, and absolutely no quibbles from me when it comes to the graphics. Moving quickly on to sound, and when it comes to this category, it's a little bit hit and miss. The good things are the vehicles, the cars. They sound awesome. Each vehicle has a different sort of growl to it, and especially Max's car, which starts out as a V6, but eventually you can upgrade it to a V8 and then it becomes a proper beast. And this thing is borderline uncontrollable, but in a good way. It's just an absolute beast of a car. It sounds great, but on the downside, voice acting in general in the game is really good. Especially Max has a new companion called Chumbucket, who he's an excellent character, and I'm not sure who did the vocal performance, but it's an excellent job. He really brings that character to life. My problem, unfortunately, is with Max himself. I don't know why these guys couldn't hire an actual Australian actor to do the part. I think whoever they've got is American, and he's trying to do Australian, and it just doesn't sound right at all. And you know, you think about great Australian actors, you know, you think they could have got somebody like Guy Pearce or Sam Neill or even Mel Gibson. You know, they could have got somebody who's got a really good Australian strong voice, but they got this guy, and to be honest, he's the weak link, and in my opinion it's the only real weak link in the entire game. But in a game like this, the voice acting is not the priority. This isn't a game that's going after one of the gaming BAFTAs for performance. You know, this isn't The Last of Us. You know, it's just all about carnage and fun. So we can let the voice acting slide on this one. Finally, we're going to talk about probably the most important thing, and that's the gameplay. And again, coming back to similarities between this and Shadow of Mordor. Shadow of Mordor did a good job of transporting you into the Lord of the Rings universe. You felt like you were there. And similarly, this game does the same thing. It picks you up and it puts you in Mad Max's world. Now, I'm a fan of the series. I loved Road Warrior when I was a kid. I saw Fury Road this year, which is an excellent film, a fantastic action film. And this game captures the tone of that world. And a lot of people will say it's just your bog standard open world third person game, but it works. It works because it's done so well by Avalanche. You've got solid melee combat, you've got the vehicle combat, which is outstanding, just smashing into people, you know, going into convoys and messing up other cars and sending them flying over cliffs and into walls. It feels like you're in the Mad Max universe, and I can't give the game any higher praise than that. The story, I'm not going to spoil anything for you, but it's typical Mad Max fare. You know, it's similar in a way, probably more similar to Road Warrior than it is to Fury Road. But if you like the movies, or if you like these third-person games, open world games, if you like the combat system, which is similar to Shadow of Mordor and similar to the Arkham games, if you like vehicular combat, this is the game for you. WB, I don't know why you're not talking about this game. A lot of people are going to say, should I buy this? Should I buy Metal Gear Solid 5? Buy both of them. You know, it was only payday the other day. Spoil yourself. Get both of them, and I can guarantee you're going to get a lot of hours from this game, and you're going to enjoy every single second of it. Mad Max on the Xbox One gets an 8 out of 10 for me. Solid work, excellent effort, and I can't wait for the next game from Avalanche, Just Cause 3, because if it's anything like this, it's going to be a Game of the Year contender.